Hi everybody, and welcome to Everything Cryptocurrencies. If you guys are new to this channel, please welcome. Hope you're having a lovely day. And what we want to do in this video is we want to touch on a controversial subject that's been in the news lately and also been in the past news, but one cryptocurrency that's had a lot of controversialness is USD Tether. So guys, if you do not know what USD Tether is, it is a cryptocurrency, and the objective of USD Tether is to facilitate transactions between cryptocurrency exchanges, which has a rate that's actually pegged to the US dollar. So according to the creators of USD Tether, what they're doing is they're providing a cryptocurrency that's pegged to the US dollar. Obviously, this is a very kind of, what it kind of presents itself is a stable coin in the crypto ecosystem. And what it actually enables it to do is it enables us as traders and retail traders and even cryptocurrency exchanges. It enables high speed capital transfers without resorting to slow banking transfers of the fiat world. And by doing this, it creates a lot of efficiency, and it's good because many exchanges can go ahead with the daily business, keep up to date with these transactions that's going on in the exchanges with USD Tether. Because guys, if you're not aware, with the crypto, if you're new to the crypto world, these exchanges find it hard to build relationships with banks for obvious reasons. But like I said, this is a controversial subject, and I felt that we here at Everything Cryptocurrencies, we just wanted to cover it. And as lately we've had some good news. Well, we've had some interesting news about USD Tether, and I'm just going to explain it in a little bit of detail and give you our perspective on things. So at the moment, USD Tether is ranked number 11 by market cap in the whole entire ecosystem. As you can see here, USD Tether is ranked number 11. But what happened last week is that we had a report conducted by John M. Griffin and Amin Shams. I do apologize if I did not say their names properly. But what they wanted to do is they wanted to conduct some research, a report. They wanted to see whether or not if USD Tether is manipulated and used to boost the price of Bitcoin. Guys, this is absolutely amazing. The link to this report is going to be it's going to be down below in the comment section. So you guys, I recommend please go ahead and read this report. Read it with a clear mind, and just take your time with it. Try to digest everything that's been said into this report. And the reason why this report is amazing, the reason why it's amazing to me and everybody here and the team together at Everything Cryptocurrency is because for once somebody has put something out there into the cryptocurrency universe / ecosystem, and they've actually kind of supported it with evidence. So what they wanted to do is they wanted to conduct this research and examine the interaction between Bitcoin and USD Tether. This is good because what they've done is we've used algorithms to actually analyze blockchain data. So they took their sources they used were taken from places like Coin API, Coin Market Cap, which I showed you previously, Blockchain Info, Omni Explorer, and they even took some sources from CoinDesk. And what they did is they analyzed it, used algorithms to kind of research into this information, and they came up with some good vital information. So it's a well written report. These two guys, I've got one of the guys is actually one of the writers of this report, but these two guys, they actually they wrote a report on the VIX last year back in May. Great read. I read it through. It was such a good, intelligent read. And then they've done one this year with USD Tether, and with USD Tether, with their report, it's a very good report. So like I already said, if you're unaware, if you're new to the cryptocurrency world, this video could be a little bit complicated to understand, but I'm going to try my best to break it down for you. So what they actually did is they looked at Tether transaction blockchain, the blockchain of USD Tether. They looked at the blockchain of Bitcoin. They looked at blockchain info. They looked at blockchain.com. They looked at end of price pressure in Bitcoin. And they just looked at the transactions between exchanges, especially to do with Bittrex, Poloniex, and Bitfinex. If you guys were not aware, according to Paradise Papers, who are basically it's basically a set of 13.4 million confidential electric documents which are relating to offshore accounts. Basically, according to this document, they outlined that the Bitfinex exchange officials, Philip Porter and Giancarlo, can't even say the surname, Giovanni, do apologize if I said that's wrong, they were actually responsible for setting up Tether holdings in the British Virgin Islands back in 2014. There's been reports as well that have been confirmed that the CEO of USD Tether is the same CEO for Bitfinex. So the reason why I've put this point and I've kind of said it in a very, very, the way I've said it, the reason why I'm saying this and magnifying this point is, remember guys, that Bitfinex, which is one of the biggest exchanges, they tend to use USD Tether, one of the most users of USD Tether. And what the paper is actually kind of suggesting is that Bitcoin is at times of market cycles, in times of certain significance in the market, in the whole entire crypto market, Bitcoin, USD Tether, was was overprinted to basically fluctuate and manipulate the price of Bitcoin. So guys, please go ahead, read this report, explains everything. But what they actually concluded, they said their findings, supported substantial support that price manipulation is used to distort the cryptocurrency ecosystem. Guys, so like I've said already and suggested, that we've done previous videos on our channel. We've written about it on many news articles that we've created ourselves on our websites and all sorts, even on our social media like Instagram. We are strong believers that the whole entire ecosystem of the cryptocurrency market is manipulated, and it is manipulated in many, many different ways. And sometimes you could call us hypocrites also by suggesting this. But when we've made these big bold statements that the cryptocurrency market is manipulated. However, we haven't had that empirical evidence like what these guys have suggested, and that's why it's a well-written report. But what makes this report so interesting is that literally a week later, USD Tether had responded, and basically the long-awaited report, basically suggesting, which was issued by Frick Sporkin, can't even say it, and Sullivan LLP, they found that USD Tether is actually fully backed by USD USD dollars. So for every one USD Tether that is in circulation or printed, it is actually backed by US dollars. So if we go to USD Tether and we look at the actual circulating supply, there are over 2.5 billion USD Tether that's actually, according to the report that's made by these guys here, that they're suggesting that it's actually fully backed by USD dollars. The report can actually be found here. And obviously what they're saying is that from the 1st of June 2018, they actually had the amount they actually had in their bank accounts. They actually had it, whatever, all the USD Tethers that are pegged to the dollar, they actually had the equal amount in it, held in accounts. So, and that's it. So basically, the controversialness with USD Tether is over, I guess, right? No, because the reason why we believe this not to be entirely nonsense. But guys, remember, Bitfinex, which is actually started back in 2012 and is considered one of the most well-known exchanges today in the whole entire ecosystem. In the paper, it was suggesting that when it was getting what it was doing is, so the effect of printing money and issuing USD Tether, what it was actually doing, it was actually significantly pushing cryptocurrency prices up by generating an artificial demand for them. I can't put it any more simpler, but because USD Tether is being overprinted and is actually being inflated like fiat currency, which actually has no backing by anything, this was actually directly affecting the price of Bitcoin. So the bull run that we had witnessed back in the end of 2017, where Bitcoin hit unbelievable heights to go and hit 20,000 US dollars. There was a lot of speculation, there was a lot of FOMO, there was a lot of positive news, there was a lot of people hyping about Bitcoin, and it was just inflating the price, a lot of speculation fueling it. And at that time, we believe here at Everything Cryptocurrencies, the things that are going on around the space, we believe there was nothing there to suggest that Bitcoin itself or the whole entire crypto ecosystem was the price that it was suggesting to us. So there's a lot of layers of manipulation in our market, and we can't go through all of them in this video. We will be touching on them throughout throughout future videos, but this video we're just focusing on USD Tether. So another thing I wanted to kind of bring to your attention, guys, is that with USD Tether, with their official Twitter account, they actually didn't post anything since January 5th, but literally yesterday they actually released a report that was done by the firm auditors guys that they did. But what's interesting to kind of understand, and if you didn't know this, is that back towards the end of January of this year, basically the USD Tether had confirmed it dissolved its audit relationship with the audit firm Friedman LLP, and basically there was many reports and a lot of people suggesting that USD Tether they didn't have all USD Tether being backed by all the USD dollars. People were suggesting that this was not the case, and it was artificially being overprinted like fiat money, and it actually wasn't banked. Because remember, guys, they were promising everybody that the reason why USD Tether is used, it's a stable coin, it's used to kind of speed up transactions on cryptocurrency exchanges, easy for traders and retail traders like us. But when they had a hack back in 2017 November, this is when the speculation and controversy started to actually come alive. But guys, in our opinion, our opinion's our opinion. Whatever we say are not facts. We're here to educate you. The cryptocurrency space is changing day by day. So whatever we say could be whatever I'm saying to you guys now in this video, it might be wrong it might be wrong in a few weeks time. It might even be wrong in a few hours. That's just the way it is. But what we can always do is the process of the whole entire cryptocurrency. What we see is what we get. But if you can connect dots and understand what's actually going on behind the scenes, you can actually start to realize what's actually going on. So a lot of these big hands that control this market like a puppet master. Do you really think that USD Tether has a lot of backing by a lot of these big exchanges? So a few exchanges that deal with USD Tether are big exchanges such as Bitfinex, who are actually the guys that have actually created USD Tether. They actually, like I said, they have the same CEO. So the same CEO of USD Tether is actually the same CEO of Bitfinex. So they have a strong partnership and relationship. Bitfinex, Bittrex, Poloniex, even Kraken, these exchanges, they tend to use USD Tether. But guys, what we need to understand, another thing is about it, with these exchanges, that the reason why and I'll stress this, the reason why we have the cryptocurrency world or ecosystem or universe, the reason why we had it is because the creator of it, Satoshi, or whoever they are, the group of people or person, they the banking system, the governance, the Federal Reserve, the people who actually control our banking system and money and monetary systems, they wanted to create something where we can us people, the average Joe, everyday guys like me and you, can put the power back into our hands, put the money back into our hands. Guys, remember, the people that actually control the universe, when I say universe, control the banking system, they control our money. And if we have an economic meltdown, which is the average economic meltdown happens every 10 years, so we'll probably do another recession or even a depression, wherever you want to call it, or wherever your analysis is. But guys, remember that these crypto exchanges are very, very centralized. So the thing that the initial idea that Satoshi had was to make a decentralized ecosystem, and us putting our keys, leaving our keys or coins onto these centralized exchanges is not what Satoshi would have imagined, or what he would have wanted. So things like USD Tether, which is considered a stable coin, which is many people have many fors and against by this, but even big institutions are starting to create their own stable coins in retaliation to USD Tether. They're going to start making their own ones, and what we can actually potentially see happening is we're going to start to see a lot of centralized institutions starting to create cryptocurrencies to smooth out potential volatility, and a lot of hacking's going on at the minute, and leaving your guys, we've done it in the past and we've learned our mistake. Do not leave any cryptocurrencies of substantial amounts on these exchanges. Remember, Andres and Antonopoulos said this, is that he goes that your keys, your coins. However, not your keys, not your coins. So simple as what he kind of means by that is that if you leave your coins on exchanges, and there's a potential hack, that's it. You're never going to see them cryptocurrencies ever, or that money ever again. And the point I'm trying to make is that there's a lot of manipulation going on at the minute, and a lot of hands that control this market. People like big exchanges like Bitfinex, Bittrex. I'm not saying these people control the market per se, but there's a lot of painting the tape. There's a lot of artificial buy and sell walls. There's a lot of artificial creation of money if it's not USD Tether, it will be another coin, and there's a lot of going on behind the scenes. We need to be careful, we need to be vigilant, and at the end of the day, the report conducted by these two guys is absolutely amazing, because like I said, for ones who actually have some empirical data to go with with a big statement like, is Bitcoin manipulated? We are strong believers that Bitcoin is the most manipulated cryptocurrency at the moment. But at the same time, guys, if you understand the market, you read between the lines of everything that we get thrown at us. A lot of news outlets create FOMO, fear, doubt, uncertainty. But if you can connect the dots and read between the lines, you can actually stay one step ahead. And another thing is what I like to end on is that, yes, USD Tether, they've supposedly come with this new report, this audit by this new firm. And it's actually, like I've probably shown it already, but they've got a transparency update. But I believe there's just too much money and investment, and the hands that be, the people that are actually controlling Bitfinex and these massive exchanges, they're just not going to let dogs die. They're still going to put themselves out there. They are bullish overall, like what we are, and it benefits them to have these kind of reports. I'm not saying that this report was not I'm not suggesting or putting things out there or being negative to say that this report is a load of bogus, but at the same time, we must always take things with a pinch of salt and make our own mind up and conduct our own research. But it's a great report. I'm going to leave it in the comment section. Guys, you need to go ahead and read it. But it's just interesting to see that after many months of being silent, dissolving their partnership with their previous audit firm that they had a relationship with, is very funny, very kind of comical to see that many months later they released this out of nowhere, literally a week later after response of this well-written report done by the two gentlemen here, as you can see here. So it's kind of funny, they've kind of released it literally within a week, and they're moving kind of quickly, but just this goes to show you that the cryptocurrency, what we're dealing with, this whole entire ecosystem, what we're kind of dealing with, it is very dangerous. But hopefully, in response to this in the future, near distant future, we could see a lot more regulation coming in. I know, guys, we don't want to see regulation. This is not what this is not why the cryptocurrency world manifests itself into reality. But at the end of the day, we're going to need some regulation. A lot of these cryptocurrency exchanges are very centralized, and they control, and what actually creates the prices, what's actually, who are the people who are the hands that be that are actually, manipulating prices, especially Bitcoin. We know Bitcoin's the big daddy. We know when Bitcoin, tends to move up, the whole market, all the altcoins tend to follow it. When it's in a bearish kind of cycle, we know that most of the cryptocurrencies follow it as well. And guys, please, if you enjoyed this video, like, subscribe, comment, any comments, anything I didn't leave out, please, we're open to any anything you want to, any ideas or any constructive criticism, please go ahead and leave it. And just to end on this, guys, we hope to see you in the next video.